video that is not dog profiles, because my last 3 videos have all been dog profiles. So yeah, my ranking of the Star Wars movies was a lot of views. Normally my channel, each video gets about 3 to 6 views, maybe about that. That one got 12, so I was like, why not make another ranking? And I've got a little studio back here. This is how I'll be filming the rest of my videos. No, not all of them. We'll be changing the things, but there's some nice stuff. Barcelona shirt here. The Harry Potter book, Deathly Hallows, amazing. And there is the a lightsaber, because why not? And I still got this math review to do, but I don't like math, so I'll just leave it till later. So I finished this video because it's a Sunday and it's due tomorrow. But I was like, I've been thinking of this video idea for a long time, and like, why not do it today? It's a Sunday. Could have done it yesterday, but no. I went to Pekin Road. It was very nice. Okay, so 8 movies. No, I will never rank the books because those are too hard to rank. It'll be a 7-way tie between first between all of them. So movies then, because some are pretty bad, some are a bit forgetful, some are amazing, and so yeah, 8 movies. 8 Harry Potter movies: Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1, Deathly Hallows Part 2. So, and I'm only ranking the Harry Potter. I'm not ranking Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I am not ranking Fantastic Beasts and the crimes of Grindelwald, because I haven't seen them in a long time, but also because the first one I'm just like meh, it's okay. It's a bit forgetful, but whatever. And the second one, you remember it because it was very, very bad. So, enough talking. It's been 3 minutes. I haven't even ranked one. So, let's start with number 8, which will be Goblet of Fire. Now, I was thinking between 2 movies that I would put at last. I finally decided Goblet of Fire. Normally another movie would be in last, which will be in 7th this time, but I'm not telling you it yet, because I'm basically spoiling the next ranking. So Goblet of Fire, they leave out like 20 million things. It's Quidditch World Cup, to name one. The Quidditch World Cup. How could you leave out the Quidditch World Cup? It wasn't essential to the plot, but it's the Quidditch World Cup. You still went to it. Miss Fudge did the voice thing in the light. I don't remember what that was. And then you just go to the next scene without us seeing anything. Can't do that stuff. Everyone thought we were going to see the Quidditch World Cup, and we didn't. And we're mad, and we're going to riot. Okay, we're not going to riot. But still, Ludo Bagman, Winky, two characters that they left out. Winky was a pretty major character. She was pretty important to the story with Mr. Crouch. they left her out. They leave out so much stuff makes you mad. Like, why? But yeah, I mean, the rest of it, oh yeah, no Sphinx, no anything, no blast-ended Skrewts, no blast-ended Skrewts, no blast-ended Skrewts, no blast-ended Skrewts. No blast-ended Skrewts. And that one day will be in the weirdest moments of my videos video. Coming to you in December 2021. Christmas special. I gotta do a Christmas special. Okay, I'll think about it. And then they just made the hedge living or something. They just made it attack you with its vines. Oh, no acromantulas. No gold dust. I've already focused too much on what they left out. Let's go to the next one. Number 7. This was also one that I was thinking of putting at last, but I was like, no, sorry. Half-Blood Prince. An amazing book. An incredible book. It was a horrible movie. Horrible. Like, everyone says this. I'm gonna say it again. They focus too much on Lavender and Ron and on, and Ginny and Harry. They focused on them, but it was just like the worst Roma. See, this is what happens to me when I talk about Half-Blood Prince. I can't talk. Romance plot ever. It's just like doesn't fit Ginny's character at all. Ginny's character in the movies is horrible. In the books, she's like one of the best. Like, and there was like in the book, I don't know, about 7, 8 times they went into the Pensieve, and there were some really interesting and good chapters with the Pensieve. I would have loved to see them in a movie. They would have been very interesting to watch, but we only got to see 2, I believe, 2 or 3. We got to see when Dumbledore came to the orphanage. That was barely anything. And then, what's the other one we didn't? What is the other one? Oh, and Voldemort asking Slughorn about the Horcruxes. I think those are the only 2 we saw. The only 2. Number 6. Deathly Hallows. Oh yeah, and also, what was I gonna? They took basically everything, like the offering of blood, out of the cave scene, like. Oh yeah, and the Battle of the Astronomy Tower wasn't even a battle. Why show the people what they want to see? Number 6, Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now, this is not a bad movie. And it's a good movie. I like it. And it's much, much better than the previous two. But the thing is, like, by splitting Deathly Hallows in two, part 1 ended like so suddenly and so awkwardly. Like, how did part 1 end? They came to where Bill and Fleur were living. They buried Dobby. I don't remember anything else. No. I mean, Dobby did die. That was like, that struck in the heart chords. It was a bit forgettable. But I mean, it's just average. It's okay. It's not like gonna pop it in if I want to watch a Harry Potter movie. I could watch 5 others that I think are better, that I have higher. But like, it's not bad or anything. No. And sorry. And I mean, the action is generally good with the Malfoy Mansion, whatever they want to call it. At the end, I mean, there's not much action, which I think is a bit frustrating. Was the last one of the last movies, but I'm fine with that. You know, for what they were going for, they got it. So yeah. Next, number 5, Chamber of Secrets. The other that was directed by Christopher Columbus and was kind of more like childish, I guess you could say. It was, one of the less dark ones. Chamber of Secrets, one of the most lighthearted ones out of the Harry Potter movies. And I think this one is really underrated. I mean, a lot of people say that it's not a good movie, that, it's one of the worst Harry Potter movies, that, I don't know, it's below Deathly Hallows Part 1. And I don't see, I mean, it is very forgettable. I couldn't tell you I couldn't tell you half of what happened in the movie, just because, like, Chamber of Secrets opened, they went to visit Aragog, Dumbledore and Hagrid were sacked for a bit, and in the movie, Lucius Malfoy almost tried to kill Harry Potter at the end. Great. Totally happened in the book. He totally said Avada, and then Dobby stopped him. Totally. But, again, not a bad movie. I enjoy most of it. I think it's enjoyable, like I just said. Like, I don't have to repeat myself. My aunt is here. Yeah. But when you're talking about it, it's a Chamber of Secrets, because you can't remember anything. I think most of the scenes were goodly transformed from book to movie. So yeah. Number 4, Philosopher's Stone. These last 4 I think are really good. I really like these last 4. Philosopher's Stone, mainly because of the amazing world building. Philosopher's Stone did such a good job of introducing things like Quidditch, and Diagon Alley, Diagon Alley, and all that other stuff. Getting the hiccups now. Yay. And it was the other lighthearted one, along with Chamber of Secrets. Literally, while I'm filming a video. Okay, whatever. And I really liked, the build-up, all that build-up. I really liked, how they execute. I would have liked that they had the potions riddle when they were trying to get to the Mirror of Erised. I would have liked that, but hey, you can't have everything in the world. They didn't take out too much stuff like Goblet of Fire or Half-Blood Prince. And the final scene was pretty good. The climax was pretty good. The Mirror of Erised thing, when he was trying to get the stone from Curl. I enjoyed it, and the chess scene was pretty good. The keys, all that. Yeah. I guess that's all I have to say about Philosopher's Stone. I don't think there's anything bad to say about it. And let me think. I think I've already said what I've had to say. So yeah. Then number 3, Deathly Hallows Part 2. I want to lay down now. There's not enough space. Great. Stay hydrated, kids. Oh, it does have some. Okay. Oh no, my bed is wet. Okay. What has this video become? That is the true question of life. Okay, Deathly Hallows. Where's the water? Okay, there it is. Deathly Hallows Part 2. This was basically action all the way. They went to rob Gringotts. They went to the battle. They went to Hogwarts after that. And most of the film was basically the Battle of Hogwarts. After the first hour, that was basically all Hogwarts and Battle of Hogwarts. And all that stuff, all that good stuff. The battle was incredible. The special effects, everything. They nailed it. And now my aunt is gone. Great, I didn't say hi even. I didn't even say hi. Grammar, kids. I was about to talk about Dobby, then I remembered he was dead. Oh yeah, also Goblet of Fire didn't have Dobby. How? How Goblet of Fire and Half-Blood Prince too. So now I'm mad. And Order of the Phoenix. Okay, where was I? Great action. There we were. I really enjoyed the scene where he was back with Dumbledore. In the book, he was naked. I think I just needed to add that in there. I don't know why I did. And yeah, in the final duel, it was a bit weird because they went all around the grounds, and I was like, what? It's not really, the final duel wasn't really bad, except that they didn't have it in the Great Hall where it was supposed to be. They just didn't have it. They just had it outside with no one watching, and Dumbledore turned into little specks. Voldemort, the reason he just, his body was still there in the books was to show that you can't, like, to show he was a mortal man. To show that, there was no difference anymore. Because when he turned into little specks, it made him feel like not a normal man and, a mortal and normal man. Made him feel like something bigger, but it wasn't. When he died, all his Horcruxes were gone. He was weak. And I think that was really bad that they had it turn into little bits of dust, like it was Infinity War. But I prefer they would have just had the body there. And also, not my daughter, you. Number 2, Prisoner of Azkaban. I was thinking about putting Deathly Hallows Part 2 above Prisoner of Azkaban, but then I was like, no. Some people have Prisoner of Azkaban at the top. I don't really agree with that. I prefer my last pick, which you should already know, but whatever. I prefer my first pick. Whatever. I'm complicating things. I prefer the other movie that is next. But, I mean, Prisoner of Azkaban, overall, great movie. I mean, if you knew what happened, that line where Harry and Sirius were talking about Harry coming home with Sirius to Grimmauld Place, number 12, coming to live with Sirius, and you knew that couldn't happen, that hit you hard in the heart. That mushy part of flesh inside your body. Heart. And I get to go live with Sirius. And then he died 2 years later. Sorry. You hated Peter Pettigrew. I really liked Remus Lupin in this movie. It was really cool how they did the time turner sequence. I really enjoyed that too. And overall, a great film. Like, it was pretty good. Number 1, Order of the Phoenix. This movie also hit you hard in the heart thing. Real term used by scientists in Denmark. Heart thing. Yeah, I'm a scientist from Denmark. They killed Sirius off. Can I just say, the Battle of the Department of Mysteries was amazing. I mean, I would have really liked them to add the brains, because the brains, the ones that went up in Ron, and Ron being, weird and all that stuff, that was hilarious to me in the book. Ron getting choked, so funny. But, yeah, great battle sequence. They really were able to turn this into a not too long movie. I think this was the shortest out of all the movies from the longest book. It basically turned everything into a monologue. Monologue. Not a monologue. Why was I thinking that word? Into a... I don't remember the word. Well, everything was shorter. Montage. They turned everything into a montage, like Rocky, good old Rocky. I think I may be making Rocky ranking soon. I don't think anyone will watch it, but whatever. Again, montage. Yep. You still hated Umbridge with all your heart and lungs, because you can hate with your lungs too. The lungs are the prime hating organ, I was told, in Denmark, while being a scientist there. Those Danish, really smart. Okay, and they kept the teenage sulkiness that Harry had in the book to a minimum. In the book, he was pretty annoying, talking about, oh, they're not letting me see the Daily Prophet. They're not letting me see any wizarding news. No contacts from Dumbledore. It was pretty dramatic. He was really mad at everyone, including Hedwig. But Hedwig died. 2 years later. In the book, no one realized it. Neither in the movie. For a bit. Because it was just so weird. Oh, in the movie they did realize it, but the book no. In the book they did realize it. In the movie they didn't for like 10 hours because they hit a curse, something fell, and you were like, oh, what's that? It's white. And then Harry, 2 minutes later, was like, Hedwig, and you were like, he's right. Oh no, he's dead. Oh, she's dead, actually. But yeah, I think they really succeeded turning Order of the Phoenix to a much shorter movie, and this will be the ending of my ranking. Let me refresh you again. 8, Goblet of Fire. 7, Half-Blood Prince. 6, Deathly Hallows Part 1. 5, Chamber of Secrets. 4, Philosopher's Stone. 3, Deathly Hallows Part 2. 2, Prisoner of Azkaban. And number 1, numero uno, my favorite Harry Potter movie, Half-Order Prince. Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, that's the end of this video. Pretty long video. And